I'm Mike Fine, and I'm going to walk you through the last few steps of the intro to synthesis activity. I have an example here, and we'll get back to that in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and just move my zoom area here to another 4-bar phrase here. So I'm going to, actually another 1-bar phrase. I'm going to double click here to create my region, and we know if I double click I see the piano roll, and if I want to click in a note, just double click to create the note. If I need to zoom in, I can go ahead and make this zoom area a little tighter, and then I see the grid values get smaller, and I can click in various notes. And if I want to extend a note, I can pull it longer. Now if I wanted that phrase to go, instead of just a single bar, from the start of bar 10 to the end of bar 10 or start of bar 11, I have to pull this red dot over, my region boundary, and if I was looping it, I'm going to go ahead and loop my region. If I was looping it, this would have been, just to there for the first one, and then I'd have to extend it, and I could continue clicking in notes. And remember, if I zoom in on that area, the grid value will get smaller. And I have no idea how good or bad this will sound. I'm going to click here and play it. So not too crazy about that, but that's how I would create my pattern. I could lengthen notes and I could move them, and it's very important to be able to zoom in to be able to see those grid values, and then therefore lengthen your notes. Like even right now I got to zoom in to be able to see that, to get it longer. Okay, I'm going to zoom that out a little further. Now if I wanted to copy and paste that on my Mac, let me double click that to close that up. On my Mac, I'm going to hold my command button. On Windows and Chromebook, it should be your control button. But if I hold control or command and I click and drag, I can make a copy of that. So you'll see if I pull this back, I've made a copy of this original 2-bar phrase here, and then if I extend it a little bit over to here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this region by hitting delete. I'm going to zoom, turn my loop off. Oops. And I'm going to zoom this out, grab this here, and okay, so now I have the ending area. Now I've also gone ahead and added in a drum machine. I used the Rhythm Composer, and I made 2 separate patterns. To change it up a little bit here at bar 5, I switched to pattern A2. So here's my completed version. Okay, and the one other thing I did is I went into my mixer. Let me go ahead and make this a little smaller. And my first track here I thought was a little too loud compared to my drums, so I brought my synthesizer down and I made sure my drums were a little louder. So that helped me adjust the, that's where it started, but I brought that down for a better balance. And then of course I know that I can publish it. I can go to my my profile picture and post my completed version. So I'm just going to go ahead and republish this. I'll click my profile picture. There's my latest track. I'll click it. And then here's my, there's my link for posting to be able to play my completed version.